Yo, so today, unfortunately, I'm not going to be talking about this high-stakes, intense Wizard 101 gameplay. I'm actually going to be talking about this whole Adin Ross situation going on right now. So if you don't know who Adin is, he was like a top 3 streamer for a period of time, and he still is a pretty fucking huge streamer for the most part. But he started worshipping Andrew Tate, and Twitch banned him, and he went to the streaming platform Kick, which is ran by the same people who run Stake, the gambling website, which milked Adin for a while until gambling got banned on Twitch. But what Adin has been doing on Kick has been far from questionable. So one of the special things about Kick is that it doesn't have any terms of service, so you can basically do whatever the fuck you want on there, which is already a recipe for disaster. Adin ended up streaming the Super Bowl, which probably got him in a little bit of trouble. Adin was asked about this the other day, and the answer was pretty sketchy sounding.
The streaming the Super Bowl stuff was pretty freaking wild, huh? Are you guys allowed to talk on?
Train, that's my lawyer, so he can.
Yeah, the watching of anything will not be tolerated. DMCA laws do exist, and they will be enforced. So have that common sense. If it's ever happened, then it clearly was because there was a special circumstance in that scenario. Beyond that, that's as much as I can give you.
So you can't explain what that special circumstance was?
No.
And of course, there was the whole Adin streaming porn debacle, but we're not here to talk about that. But what made me want to make this video is what Adin has been doing in his streams recently. I was put onto this by this Twitter thread here. Now, I honestly think the caption's a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but it is what it is. But I'll play the clip in the tweet right now.
Okay, you're gonna pull the blanket off her, pour it all on her face. Listen, and then they're gonna be like, "Wake up, bitch!" And you're gonna grab the bag, and go smack, smack, smack.
We should turn the light on right away.
Shut the fuck up, fat ass. Yo.
Go back in the room! Nah, go back in the room!
Yo, cameras.
Katie,
Go and spit on her, bro. Fuck it.
go back in the room! Katie, stop! She's getting me with the bat.
She got the bat.
She's getting me with the bat.
Now, obviously, that's a pretty weird thing to do. Now, I don't know about the other guy in the call, but Neon, the kid in the bottom right, has a myriad of shit that I could make a whole video about this kid. He faked his death. He's done so much shit, but we're not here to talk about him. But I believe the pot was filled with a bunch of random shit and food and alcohol, so thank God it wasn't like boiling water or anything. That would have been fucking tragic. But now I'll read the rest of the tweets in the thread to further explain the situation at hand here. During today's stream, Adin would bring on viewers to enact shocking dares and commands for money. The stream started by making a guy lose his job at a stadium by walking on the court, but things would only escalate from here. Next, Adin almost made a viewer pee on his sister while she was sleeping, but after getting a text from a higher up at Kick, they resorted to pouring a mixture of alcohol, sauce, water, and powder all over her and smashing her TV with a baseball bat. It gets worse. Next viewer who came on, Adin encouraged him to pee on his sleeping brother and film it for the stream. He ended up peeing in a cup and tried to lure his brother to the camera, who was allegedly a Hassan fan. But the viewer's internet cut out, quote, blue balling Adin. It goes on. Next viewer came on the stream and was quick to pick up his own dog's fecal matter and eat it. Jesus Christ. And Adin found out the viewer had a sleeping girlfriend in the house. He then asked the viewer to put the poop on his sleeping girlfriend. There is another clip of Adin making a kid pepper spray himself, but I won't show it because I'm not trying to get age restricted. But I think you can imagine what happens. Now, Adin apparently did pay the people who did the dares, which is obviously good for the families and whatever. But Adin has a very young and impressionable audience of mostly like 9 to 14-year-olds. Which just makes Adin come out of it looking like a pretty shitty influence. Adin did DM the guy who posted the thread saying that he's going to be doing that every day and they're going to be getting more and more extreme. I'm not really sure what's going through Adin's mind right now. Obviously, it is a pretty good idea for content. You basically just pay people to do whatever you tell them. I mean, it's not a terrible idea. And Adin basically has like unlimited fucking GTA money glitch money. I mean, he fucking got hundreds of millions of dollars probably from his whole Stake deal. But when you bring in things like piss and shit and actually telling people to hurt themselves for money, that's when it gets to be too much for me. But yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to talk about it because it's a pretty fucking wild situation and probably isn't getting as much attention as it should. But yeah.